Because, cancer is so prevalent now, and because there have been so many advances in treatment and care, I think we sometimes think it's not a big deal. And cancer is probably the biggest deal.
When I first got diagnosed, I thought, oh yeah, I'll be in the hospital for a few weeks and then I'll get back to work. And I'm thinking life is going to be, business as usual. And my whole life did a 180.
I am a cancer survivor, is how I like to talk about it, even though I'm in active treatment. In fall of 2021, I was diagnosed with advanced colon cancer that had metastasized to the liver at the time it was diagnosed.
I went and saw my primary care physician, who said that I was the healthiest 50-year-old that she had ever seen and everything was fine. And I had complained a little bit about some bloating and menstrual cycles that were getting irregular. Within 2.5 weeks, I kept seeing doctor after doctor to figure out what's wrong with me. I got a scan, and then the scan showed that I had cancer from my cervix all the way up to my diaphragm and my liver.
It was a real shock to my system. I am a widow, and so had the experience of being a caregiver to my husband when he was diagnosed with cancer. So it felt like really, really horrible deja vu.
At the time, I didn't know anybody with my cancer. My family lives all over the country. I had nobody nearby.
It is like waves, where sometimes it is, like just a tiny little wave that laps at your feet, and other days it's like a wave that knocks you over.
My self-worth, I think I put it in other people and service to others, and I'm just not used to taking care of myself. And this is the first time in my life that I have to take care of myself. I have to put myself first. And that's just such an unfamiliar and uncomfortable place because it feels selfish. But, I'm trying to raise my daughter to show her too, no, we need to stop and rest, and we have to take care of ourselves, and we can't spread ourselves too thin. And so in a way, I feel like I'm finally getting that from, Hope Connections, is because somebody's there to catch me.
There's something about being able to connect with people who are in your same boat that is really helpful and very special. It's like in a world where things are so uncertain and cancer is just full of so much uncertainty, having the certainty of every Wednesday, I can breathe and talk with people who understand exactly what I'm going through is a gift.
Before finding Hope Connections, I felt completely lost. And I'm not one to feel lost. When I finally found Hope Connections, it's all I could think about. I don't think my mental health would be in such a good place right now if it wasn't for Hope Connections.
So many people are affected by cancer, and the types of services that Hope Connections provides, it's so unique. They're wonderful resources to help you to feel better about yourself, to get educated. It's really important to be able to continue to provide it with no cost.
It's so important that everybody be able to be a part of this great organization, to know that whatever they have given has really helped to ease the suffering of somebody else. It's almost like we arrive at a party and they're the ones throwing it, and we didn't even know that there was a party waiting for us. It's like a total surprise party.
People are generous of spirit. I think people want to help when people are in need. And I think Hope Connections is an example of that generosity of spirit.
It's so, so imperative that they exist. And to know that they are there, it's life-saving, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, really, for me.